Hello. Today I was going to talk a little bit more about the idea of constraint-based training. I have a video on this already. There's a lot more to get into about it, so it's going to take more than just this video, more than just that one, but we'll continue to get into it. This is a lot of what I do with athletes. I mean, it's basically just about everything. It's about identifying the type of mover that you are and then identifying what constraint based throws will be good for you um, to create natural feels to improve your ability. And just an example, let me, I gotta find something really quick. I'll draw it on the back of this. Here, hold on. So I work with Antonelli Baseball primarily. It's a youth baseball program in the North Shore of Massachusetts. I've been here for two years. I coached 2 years at UMass Boston. I also played there for 4 years. And I coached 1 year in the NECBL, one summer in the NECBL with the Keen Swamp Bats. That was very fun as well. Just a little bit about me there, but this is what I do in my training with all athletes, whether you're a youth player, youth pitcher, or collegiate, or I mean anybody. Okay, um, and at Antonelli Baseball, we just started our fall throwing clinics. So this is like my first time seeing a bunch of guys and identifying what we need to work on. So yesterday I had a group of kids come in, and one kid in particular, um, he, it's I use the analogy of like throwing a punch. Like when we're pitching, we want to throw the punch from like from here, or do we want to throw it from here? Is that going to be a good punch, or is this going to be a good punch from back here, right? Um, some people get in the habit of throwing from here as opposed to throwing from back here, okay? And a good constraint based throw for that. Let me see if I can do this right here. All right, that's not bad. So let's see. We're going to start here, and we're going to sprint at a 45-degree angle up, and we're going to stop, turn, and then throw towards the target there. The dotted line resembles the throw, okay? Um, so that would be for a right-handed pitcher. I'll show you again, sorry. And then if you want to flip it around in your head, that would be for a left-handed pitcher, okay? And this is a constraint-based throw that would help people who like to throw from here as opposed to back here, okay? Um, what it does is it it closes the body off a little bit more, right? So um, instead of starting here, I'm really starting you facing almost away from your target, forcing you to break down, turn around, and throw. Okay, um, so that's the goal there, and it's important to not sacrifice athleticism to make the throw. Uh, what I want us to feel is athletic above all else, right? And I don't really care where the ball goes. I just want the body to move naturally. And excuse me, I'm talking a lot. And we did maybe like we did 6 of those throws, and they were the best throws of the day by far for this particular individual. And like what it does is, if you do it correctly, it creates a feel naturally for the athlete that then I can be like, that's what you need to feel in your standard throws. Okay, we need to get there in our standard throws. So let's keep doing these, keep feeling what it feels like, and let's try and apply it to the mound, to the drill work, to the other stuff, right? And that is like much more beneficial for the athlete in terms of learning than like pointing fingers and overcoaching so much. You know what I mean? It's more like be an athlete, let the body do what it wants, and like we'll adjust based off that. And that's just one example of a constraint based throw that will help athletes um, maximize their distance traveled in their arm, just because it starts you a little more closed off and it requires you to work from further back here, right? Uh, excuse me. And that is constraint based training um, in a nutshell. That is one example of one throw and how it can impact your mechanics. There's plenty more. We'll get into that as the days go by. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. So I guess the message here is if we want to be shoulders in line at foot strike, okay, when my front foot hits the ground, I still want to be like slightly countered in my shoulders. Um, and if you're not one of those people who is experiencing that, this throw right here might be good for you. It actually probably will be good for you. And if you're doing it correctly, you're not sacrificing athleticism for the throw, um, and you're doing it 100%, then you're gonna feel different things, and you'll be able to take that feeling and hopefully apply it to our standard throws. And that's the goal there. Thanks, guys.